Life doesn't get better when you don't glue yourself on BTM TV. My name is Rivers and this is the Cinema Files. Now, Cinema Files is a show where we talk about the inside of a movie before you watch it. We give you the names of the directors who directed it. We talk about the actors, the actresses, the producers. Not only that, we talk about the guy behind the camera. Isn't that great? Now, tonight, we are having something special, something very interesting, which is really going to make you really knock you up. And that's none other than the She-Shock Redemption. Now, the She-Shock Redemption is a movie which was produced way back in 1994. It's a classic one. Now, when I talk about the classic movies, I'm talking about the movies that really made those years. Movies that can really move from the generation after generation. You watch it and it's like, yeah, this guy really had something to talk about. Now, the She-Shock Redemption was directed by Frank Darabont. Frank Darabont is an American director who produced a movie called The Green Mile, to mention, but there's so many. And you know, his movies always, whenever he produces his movies, he makes them to look a bit so inspirational, so touching. Now, when you talk about the She-Shock Redemption, if you watch The Green Mile, try to get the pinch in the idea about an inmate from The Green Mile, then look about an inmate from the She-Shock Redemption. Maybe this director was once in prison, who knows? Because his movies, I'm telling you, most of them are all about prison life. Now, let's go back to our main point, the She-Shock Redemption. Now, the She-Shock Redemption was produced way back in 1994, and it's a movie about a banker who really did something which he didn't expect a normal human being could do. He murdered his wife and his mistress, and he found himself in front of a judge who sentenced him to life imprisonment. Wow. That was really so bad for him. Imagine about a guy who knows about money, who knows about customers and all that. He finds himself in one of the most terrible prisons in the United States of America. Now, when he was sentenced to life imprisonment, he goes to prison. He may say, a warder takes him, gives him an inmate red. Inmate red, guess who makes inmate red? That's none other than Morgan Freeman. Ooh la la, I love that guy. That old man really knocks me off whenever I watch a movie acted himself. Now, Morgan Freeman becomes his friend, then they team up to make something which was really so tangible as friends. They try to live the life of inmate. You know, the life of inmates is not really that kind of life they can just adopt to just immediately. So they live together from day one. They try to inspire the prisoners. You know, it's their life. That's what they had to adopt to. This movie is so interesting that the code of life, how they lived, it kind of touches you and like, wow, if you find myself in this situation, I'm supposed to adjust. We're talking about a bank in prison with thugs, with hardcore criminals. So he had to adjust everything. Guess what? It's the She-Shock Redemption on your screen. BTM, transforming your movie world.